Look around the room you are sitting in right now. You assume the physical dimensions of your reality are absolute. You assume time flows forward in a straight line, and you assume the matter making up your own body is solid and real. But you are wrong. The universe is actively glitching, and the foundational mathematics of our existence are currently unraveling at the seams. We build our lives on the comfort of classical physics. But when you peel back the layers of the cosmos, you find broken equations, impossible paradoxes, and alarming anomalies that completely shatter our understanding of the universe. These aren't just scientific curiosities. These are literal errors in the cosmic source code. Today, we are going to look at 10 places where the laws of physics completely collapse in on themselves, leaving us to confront a staggering possibility. What if our universe is deliberately engineered by an advanced intelligence running a simulation? Forget the long intro. Let's start with number 10, the measurement curse. This is where physics crosses the line into pure conceptual nightmare. In the quantum realm, particles like electrons don't exist in a single defined location. They exist in a haze of probabilities, a wave function where they are mathematically everywhere and nowhere at the same time. But the moment you place a detector at the slits, the moment you try to observe which slit the electron goes through, the wave function violently collapses and the electron immediately acts like a solid bullet. The interference pattern disappears. Just the act of looking, the mere presence of an observer, fundamentally alters how matter behaves. How does a mindless subatomic particle know it is being watched? We possess no equation that explains how or why this wave function collapses. It implies that objective reality might not exist unless it is being perceived, only solidifying into a tangible world because we are here to witness it. Number 9. The hierarchy problem. Grab a cheap, weak refrigerator magnet, hold it above an iron nail, and watch what happens. The nail leaps up and clicks against the magnet. You just witnessed a fundamental paradox of the universe. In that split second, the entire mass of planet Earth, nearly 6 septillion kilograms, was pulling down on that nail with the force of gravity. But your tiny, cheap piece of metal pulled up, and it won without breaking a sweat. Gravity is unbelievably weak compared to electromagnetism, weaker by a factor of 10 to the 36th power. It is a bizarre, emaciated outlier. The strong and weak nuclear forces make mathematical sense together, but gravity is a glitch. String theory suggests an extraordinary solution. Perhaps gravity isn't weak at all, but rather it is leaking out into hidden microscopic extra dimensions folded up all around us. Number 8. The lithium problem. Let's wind the clock back 13.8 billion years to the first 3 minutes after the Big Bang. The universe was a superheated furnace forging the first elements, hydrogen, helium, and lithium. Using modern nuclear physics, scientists can calculate exactly how much of these elements should have been baked in that primordial oven. But when we look at the oldest, most ancient stars in the galaxy, the math for lithium fundamentally breaks. We find only about 1/3 of the lithium-7 that should physically be there. 2/3 of the universe's primordial lithium is simply missing. It is an accounting error on a cosmic scale. The oldest stars in the cosmos are hiding a secret about the dawn of time, suggesting our mathematical model of the universe's birth is fundamentally flawed. Number 7. The strong CP problem. To understand this unsettling mystery, peer deep inside the nucleus of an atom, where the strong nuclear force binds protons and neutrons. The math of quantum chromodynamics actually allows for a massive violation of symmetry, predicting that the neutron should have a tiny imbalance in its internal charge. But decades of agonizingly precise experiments have found absolutely nothing. The neutron is perfectly balanced to an accuracy of 1 part in 10 billion trillion. In the standard model of physics, a parameter called theta dictates this violation, and its value could be anywhere from 0 to 360 degrees. But for some inexplicable reason, the universe has tuned this exact dial flawlessly to 0. It is a level of fine-tuning that makes physicists deeply uncomfortable, as if the universe's code was manually debugged by an unseen hand. Number 6. Indefinite causal order. In the classical world, cause comes before effect. You shoot the gun, then the target breaks. But in the quantum world, the rules of logic disintegrate. Scientists have created scenarios using quantum switches where event A causes event B, and event B causes event A simultaneously. Both came first. The timeline is not a straight line. It is a blur that breaks the most fundamental assumption of human existence: linearity. The building blocks of our universe do not respect the story of cause and effect. Pause for a second. Some theories of consciousness suggest that human brains utilize these exact quantum processes. If true, are your thoughts purely linear, Or are you currently making decisions based on a superposition of past memories and future outcomes that haven't even happened yet? Number 5. Retrocausality. If that makes you dizzy, retrocausality will keep you up at night. This is the hypothesis that the future can actively influence the past. In Wheeler's delayed choice experiment, a photon travels through a maze of mirrors. The disturbing part is that the measurement we make at the end of the journey seems to determine the decision the photon made at the beginning. It's as if the photon arrived, saw how we were measuring it, and then went back in time to change its disguise to match our expectation. If retrocausality is real, it destroys the concept of free will. The past is not written in stone, it is written in water, and the future is the wind blowing across it. Number 4. The impossible marriage. Modern physics rests on two absolute pillars. General relativity beautifully describes the unimaginably massive, how gravity bends the fabric of space and time. Quantum mechanics governs the erratic, chaotic dance of the unimaginably small subatomic particles. Both are proven correct by thousands of experiments, but they absolutely contradict each other. If you try to combine their math, the equations immediately self-destruct, producing infinities and outputting pure gibberish. At the extreme boundaries of reality, like inside a black hole, the universe demands a single unified rulebook. But we don't have one. Deep down at the core of existence, our understanding of the universe is fundamentally fractured. Number 3. Frame dragging. We perceive space as a vast, empty, frictionless void, but Einstein revealed a much darker, much more claustrophobic picture. Space is a physical fabric, and massive spinning objects don't just sit in it, they violently twist it. This is called frame dragging. Imagine dropping a spinning sphere into a thick, incredibly viscous vat of honey. The friction causes the fluid to swirl and drag along with it. This is exactly what the Earth is doing to reality right this very second. Space is a thick, inescapable fluid, and the Earth is spinning like a spoon in cosmic honey, dragging reality itself into a localized vortex. You are trapped at the bottom of a four-dimensional whirlpool. Number 2. The information paradox. This is the ultimate existential crisis in modern science. A bedrock law of quantum mechanics dictates that information cannot be permanently destroyed. If you burn a book, the exact quantum state of every particle can theoretically be tracked and rebuilt. The universe always remembers. But when you throw a book into a black hole, the quantum data is locked inside. Eventually, that black hole evaporates over trillions of years, leaking thermal energy back into space as Hawking radiation. The critical revelation. This radiation is featureless, chaotic, random heat. The quantum blueprint of the book is permanently, irreversibly deleted from reality. Black holes are cosmic vaults that take the fundamental code of the universe, lock it away, and then systematically erase the encryption key. Number 1. The unreasonable perfection. This is the grand finale of cosmic revelations, the fine-tuning problem. When you peel back the layers of the universe, you find a control panel with about 26 fundamental constants. These are the dials of reality, the mass of an electron, the strength of gravity, the speed of light. These numbers have no theoretical reason to be what they are. They are just brute facts of nature. But if you take any one of these dials and turn it just a fraction of a hair in either direction, life and the universe as we know it ceases to exist. If the strong nuclear force were just 2% stronger, protons couldn't form and there would be no atoms. If the cosmological constant were larger by just 1 part, in 10 to the 120th power, the universe would have expanded so fast that galaxies could never have formed. The precision required for our universe to exist is equivalent to throwing a dart from Earth and hitting a bullseye on the edge of the observable universe. It is an unreasonable, extraordinary perfection. Why is our universe so perfectly calibrated for our existence? Does it imply an infinite multiverse where every possible combination exists? Or does it suggest something infinitely more unsettling, that the parameters of our reality were deliberately engineered by an advanced intelligence running a simulation? We possess no scientific answer. We just live inside a razor-thin margin of mathematical improbability, staring into the dark, wondering how we got so incredibly lucky. The physics are broken. The math is glitching. If you want to unravel more of the dark secrets of the cosmos and challenge everything you think you know about reality, hit subscribe right now. Click the video on your screen to step further into the unknown. I'll see you in the void.